How would you define a farmer?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Well, a farmer can be all sorts of things. There's vegetable farmers, there's meat farmers. To me, I guess a farmer is anybody who is, I don't want to say using the land, but anybody who uses the land towards their good to generate food. I guess you would say food. Food for humans, food for animals. I was showing you before, we have hay that grows out here. That's farming. We're farming to feed the animals that will eventually produce food for humans. So, anybody who's working with the earth and doing so in a way that it gives back and nourishes us and our creatures.
Where are you from?
I'm from Spokane, Washington. It's on the east side of the mountains.
And what did you do before you became a farmer?
I was in college trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I was sort of leaning towards the farming thing. Working outside really appealed, and I considered myself kind of unemployable. I thought I probably needed to work for myself. I like to set my own schedule. And I met Eric, and he was really interested in farming, and we decided just to kind of take a chance and come up to the valley and start a farm. He's from Seattle and had spent a lot of time in this area, and I'd never been here before, and he said, I think you'll love it, and I do, and I can't imagine living anywhere else now.
What did Eric do before he became a farmer?
He had always kind of had some interest in farming, and before we came up here, he was working for a big organic orchard over in East Wenatchee, organic orchard and mixed vegetable farm, managing their huge 300-something person vegetable CSA. So he definitely had a lot of good experience with the produce coming into it.
Huh. Wow. You just took a chance.
We just took a chance. That's all you can do. We knew we wanted to do this, so we saved up money for a while. For about half a year, we both just worked, lived very cheaply, saved every dime that we could, just to kind of have some funds to start this place, and kind of looked around into some different crops that we could raise, different products, and I knew I wanted to do something with animals. I really like working with livestock, and we tried the chicken thing and had some really good responses, and just kind of kept expanding it, and it's become a really good foundation for our business, and we're gonna hopefully keep expanding into some new things as the years progress. But that's all you really can do, is just try and see how it works.
Was it hard for you? Was it difficult for you to buy this farm, or did you find it something easy?
We didn't buy this farm. We still rent it. Yeah, so we're hoping to buy it, sometime in the next few years, but right now we still rent it. But that is going to be a big issue for a lot of young farmers. Land costs are huge, and so for people wanting to farm, I think that's going to be a real obstacle for people that don't have a lot of money, because as hard as you work, there's not always a ton of money in small-scale organic farming.
So most young farmers are renting or leasing their...
Most young farmers are renting. It's not typical for farmers to own the land that they farm on. At least, small-scale young farmers, most don't, in my experience. So, hopefully as we go forward and are encouraging this type of farming, we'll, be able to find ways for farmers to be able to buy the land that they're using.
That's important.
Yes, it is.
If it can happen these days.
Yeah.
What's an average day for you like? Describe an average day.
Okay, well, I usually wake up, I like to be up early. I'm usually up by 4:30, 5 o'clock. I wake up, drink some coffee, have some breakfast, and come out here, and we move all these chicken coops, and that takes us roughly 2.5 hours. We move all the coops, fill all the feeders, fill all the waterers, do an assessment of all the birds in the coop to make sure everybody's doing okay. It really helps to have them divided like this, because you can really pay attention to the individual birds and check health status. So once that's done, we put all the equipment away and fill the feed buckets up so they're ready again for the evening. And then we slop the pigs, feed the cow, put the cow outside, feed the dog, and then I usually take the dog for a big run around the property every morning. And then after that, it kind of depends what project we need to work on. The other day we have this huge burn pile that had been building up. So the other day we spent few hours getting the burn pile burned down. Other days we might be working in the garden. Some days I'm out running errands. Some days we're butchering chickens. Every Wednesday, that's pretty much our day after we do our chores. We're out in our backyard butchering chickens. Takes us usually from about 10 in the morning to 4 or 5 in the afternoon to get them all butchered, get everything cleaned up, and to get the birds packaged. So, after we get the morning chores done and kind of do whatever projects there are during the day, I spend quite a bit of time answering emails and answering phone calls. Our marketing that we do is very personal, and so I spend a lot of time talking to customers and answering customer questions, and people come and visit our farm quite a bit. And on Thursdays and Fridays, I spend quite a bit of time with customers when they come to pick up their birds. People usually want to look around, which is great. I'm just thrilled that people want to see what we do and learn more about how their animals are raised. So yeah, when we're done with everything that needs to be done during the day, we come out here and do it all again with the chickens, feed them, health assessments, fill their waters, go put all the equipment away, and depending on what time it is, we might do some little tasks, work in the garden, work in the shop, try to get, any mowing done. We spend a lot of time mowing.
I bet.
Yeah, so from about, I'd say about 5:30 is the time we get out here, and we're usually done maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. It's harder in the summer.
At night?
Yeah, at night, yeah. Because the sun goes down so late, so, I don't have a watch, and neither does Eric, and you lose track of time. So we try to get in and get to bed by 9:30 or 10, but it doesn't always happen. So it's always a full day around here. There's always something to do.
So you as a farmer, you're working your land, taking care of your animals, butchering your animals,
Indeed.
working your computer, making your phone calls, marketing your business, working on your blog, posting, taking care of customers, creating orders, and mowing the lawn.
Yeah, and more, I'm sure. It's a broad range of skills required to do this, and there's always, we're doing maintenance on things all the time, and lots of little things, but it's a great job. We get to be outside a lot. We get to do something we feel good about, and raising good quality food in a humane, fair way is really important to us, and I love meeting our customers. I love talking to people about farming, and we've been really happy that we decided to pursue this.
And you're totally organic.
Totally organic. Yeah, we're not certified organic, but we manage our pastures organically, and the feed that we feed is certified organic, and we don't use any non-organic supplements. Everything is totally natural.
So what do you do for fun? When do you have time off, and what do you do?
We drink.
Yay!
Even when we are working, we try to, bring a beer out here and have a cocktail hour, even though we can't relax. On Monday afternoons, we usually try to find an hour or two to go for a bike ride or go for a walk or something, just to get off the farm. It doesn't always happen, but we try to make it happen. We've also got a great group of friends, other young farmers or people otherwise involved in agriculture in this county that we get together with, every couple weeks or so, and that's a really great way just to talk to people about how their season's going, and just kind of get some feedback, or just gab or complain, or just
hang out
and do whatever. And we've got a really great group of friends and really, really awesome young folks around here involved in agriculture. So, that's always fun. But, this is fun.
Is there anything else you'd like people to know about you, or about farming, or about the importance of pure food? Or
I really want people to start getting a better look at where their food comes from, and really know your farmer. It's so much more satisfying to eat something when you know that it was raised in a good, fair, clean way, raised by somebody you trust, especially when it comes to animals. There are so many terrible things that happen to factory farmed animals. And as you can see, my animal gets to lead a pretty good life, and that's the way it should be. We don't keep animals that we use for meat on this earth very long, and the time they're here should be really great and really spoiled. and they should be really happy. And so I just really think it's important for people to, like I said, know where your food comes from, know your farmer, because there's a lot of mislabeling out there. And call farmers. Most of us are willing to have you out and show you our farms, or we're just excited that somebody's interested in what we're doing. So, I know sometimes it's more expensive, but support your local farm, support your local food, your local pig, your local chicken.
Support your local farmer and support your local person who is a farmer.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you very much. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you too. Thanks for coming out. What did you find?